Hey Elise,
Hey, SB.
are you familiar with the phrase, if I have seen further, it is because I stood on the shoulders of giants?
I've heard the second half.
Okay, well, I mean, it's a common English phrase, sort of idiom, I guess, but most famously spoken by Sir Isaac Newton, who
Oh,
said it in that way.
are you
Uh,
sure?
yes.
Oh,
And of
okay.
course, he was talking about the fact that he stood on the shoulders of a giant while
Hmm.
testing his theory of gravity.
Oh,
Now,
I didn't
sadly,
know.
of course, today giants are extinct
Yeah.
because of the vampires.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we all
Uh,
know that.
Yep, it's been easily 50 years since giants went extinct. But the people in Catalonia keep their memory alive with their rich folk tradition of standing on top of each other's shoulders. I guess all the people below the guy at the peak are supposed to be a giant, like, you make up a giant out of people.
Mm-hmm.
And then you stand on his shoulders and you drop an apple.
Oh, wow.
Science. It is a shame that all the vampires are also extinct. It's been a hard couple of years, hard couple of decades for
I
old
don't
planet
know.
Earth.
I feel like things are a lot safer and more predictable.
Yeah, but
I'm not gonna get stabbed in the neck by a toothy vampire in the middle of the night. I'm okay with that.
sure. But like, all the vampires getting eaten really led to a proliferation of werewolves, and that was
Hmm.
fine for a while. But now the werewolves are dead too, and it's all very grim. It really makes you think of the fragility of your own life.
Guess so.
Anyway, this is a game about building human towers.
Yay!
Probably y'all had time to read some text on the screen there, and you know what the real deal behind this game is. It doesn't have all that much to do with Isaac Newton, it turns out. So this is what would you call this? This is not a worker placement game, certainly. I don't remember any other
Oh.
terms for board games. We almost never play
Uh,
things that aren't worker placement games.
I don't know what you would call this.
Okay, it's a human tower game. That's what
Yeah,
we're gonna call it.
I was gonna
We'll
say
just
human tower building game.
we'll just start playing the game, and that'll show off what kind of game it is. I think this is pretty neat, though.
Yeah, this game is super cool. Kind of just played it on a whim, and it's pretty awesome.
All
It's
right, so the
different.
rules say that the person who most recently visited Catalonia is supposed to go first, which means we roll the die.
Yeah.
I you know I don't think anybody listens to any of those. The person who gardened most recently, or the person with the longest
Somebody
earlobes.
does.
But I kind of appreciate that game developers keep doing that. They know you're going to determine who goes first randomly. It's a way for them to do a little bit of fun comedy stuff. The die came up red, so you are first, Elise.
Okay.
So in this game, it's probably easier if I just zoom over to the round structure thing here. Each round, each player takes these four actions, up to one time each. So you can move, you can recruit new Castellers from the region that your team is in into your squad to use to build human towers. You can train your squad up in new skills, and you can perform the special action. However, every
Ooh.
time you perform the special action, you lose one of your special tokens. You have to leave it behind in the region where you did the thing. We only have 7 tokens each, and there are 10 rounds in a game. So we have to be a little bit judicious about how we use those. And then the special tokens also have some scoring meaning once they're placed.
Mm-hmm.
So before we start the first turn here, just to give a little bit of context for what we're doing, let's talk about tower building. You can see here in rounds 4 through 10, there are festivals going on. We will be competing in human tower building festivals in order to earn prizes and the respect, I guess, of the people of the land. There are also little individual local exhibitions we can do. The whole game is about building human towers. So the rules for building a human tower are, first of all, no row in your tower can have more than 3 people in it.
Mm-hmm.
Each row of your tower must have fewer people in it than the row below,
Mm-hmm.
and each row in your tower must have people of a smaller size than the row below. And you can see the tiles are numbered, so lower number means smaller size. Then there's a bunch of skills up here, the skills reference. As we train our team in these various skills, we will get to break the rules of tower building in various ways. So we can make it so that a row can have the same number of people as the row below it, or a row can be much wider, or our people can hold up. Here we go, strength. Our people can hold up people of the same size that they are, or even larger if you get enough ranks of this.
Mm-hmm.
So the game is all about learning to build larger, weirder towers made of even more people. And whoever is the most prolific tower builder not just the best, the person who makes the most good towers will win the game.
Mm-hmm.
And the, I assume, infinite respect of Sir Isaac Newton's ghost.
Oh, I want that.
So it's a big prize.
I'm not yawning because I don't think that's a great victory prize. I just happened to happen at the same time. But yeah, no, I want that. But I'm not good at this game. We played it twice, right?
Yes.
Was it twice? I haven't done so well in this game so far. So maybe...
Well, here's your opportunity.
Yeah, maybe now is the time for me to shine.
Here, motivated by the potential to be embarrassed in front of literally fives of people on the internet. So, you get to
Probably
perform...
the same people who see me lose all the time anyway.
That's fair. You get to perform each of these actions up to one time in any order.
Yep.
We start the game with our pawn representing our team, not on the board. The first time you take the move action, you get to just place it in any of the 7 regions. So, hey, Alise.
Yes, sir.
It's on you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And we'll be swapping who plays first every turn, which will have some implications. Okay, so you have taken the move action to start here in Vols.
Yes.
By the way, apologies in advance if we mispronounce any of the Spanish region names. These are not terribly difficult, but we still might screw them up.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
All right, we started here in Vols. That was your move action. So now you may recruit up to 2 Castellers from your current region, any 2.
I can't stop yawning.
And we're going to
okay.
we're going to deplete the regions pretty quickly, as you might imagine. If
7
you're
and 8.
Okay, you got a 7 and an 8. Yes, if you're capable of doing math at all, you realize we're going to run out of Castellers pretty quickly here. Every odd-numbered round, this symbol tells us to refill the board a little bit. So we'll be alternating who goes first every turn, which means Alise will go first on every turn where new people get dealt out, but then I'll take the second action on that turn and then the first action on the next turn. So you get first pick of the recruits, but I get the next 2 picks.
Yep.
Which is, it'll have some implications. So now you can train. Here's the big...
Well, I can also do... Okay.
Hold on. Here's the big wheel of skills. Every region has different skills available in it, and this wheel will rotate. So different regions will be available, or different skills will be available in the regions on different turns.
Mm-hmm.
So she has the train action available. She could train the practice skill here in Vols, or she could train the base skill, because this turn, that could be trained in any region. Were you about to say that you're going to do a special action first?
Well, I was going to say I was going to move, but...
You just did move.
I forget that counts as a move. Okay. No, I am going to... I don't have a special action that I think I'm ready to do yet.
Okay, yep. You don't get to do them on every turn.
But since practice means to raise one of your existing skills by 1.
Yeah, to gain a rank in a skill you already know.
So I don't know anything yet, so
Right.
I'm going to do base.
You'll learn a level of base. Okay. So take the base skill and, put it next to the level 1.
Ta-da!
So yeah, there are 5 actual skills. You may notice that balance is represented twice on the wheel. That's because balance is really important. It's just super valuable. Then there is the other skills are all represented. Practice is just increase any skill that you already have at least 1 rank in. And special means take a special action, but without paying one of your special tokens for it, which actually can be very powerful, usually later in the game.
Yeah.
Right now, we really want skills.
I suppose that's the end of my turn.
Are you going to end your turn without taking a special?
Yes.
That seems pretty reasonable to me. So in turn 4, we are going to have a great big festival in Vols. That means that probably we will both want to be able to be present in Vols on turn 4. However, there's not a huge amount of map. We have a lot of ability to move around, so I think I'm going to actually take my move action to start as far from Vols as possible over here in Mataro. Mataro? I don't know.
Mataro? I don't know.
Because I need some 8s. So you can see here, I have no people of size 8. Size 8 is this color. Each of the big festivals has certain sizes of Castellers that they're looking for. In order to participate in the festival at Vols, you have to have at least 1 8. And then you'll get extra points for each 8 that you use in your pyramid. So I really need an 8. I didn't start with any. So I'm going to move here. I'm going to do a recruit. I think we're going to take the 3 and the 8. Do I already have a 3? No, I don't. Okay. So the fact that you need to build, you need multiple Castellers of the same size to build out the ranks of your pyramid is important. Like, it's important to have more than one of things. But also you do need diversity because of the size requirements of the festivals.
Mm-hmm.
So that was that. And then training. This region is the width region right now, and I think that's a fine skill to train in. We could also just train in base. So either one of those will help you set up a wider base for your tower and thus allow you to have more levels. So I'm just looking over here at the local exhibition tiles, which we'll explain in a little bit to try to figure out what I want. And I think the answer is I actually want a level of base over a level of width. There's a lot of local tiles that have base on them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I will also take the all regions train, and then I am done. I'll pass the turn. So round marker moves forward. The wheel turns to the right by 1 space. And that's it, right?
I think that's it.
Pass the first player marker,
pass
advance the round marker, add new Castellers if it's one of those rounds, rotate
Pass
the
the
wheel.
melon.
Yep, you already passed the melon. So, big surprise, I'm going to move and then take a guy. I'm going to move to one of these regions featuring a man of size 10 because that guy is also going to be important pretty soon. And I also didn't start with any of those. So let's see. What are the... Terrasa's training this turn is Mix, which is a pretty useful skill. And Barcelona's training is Strength. Now, what I could really use is a level of Mix, I think. So I'm gonna head to here. Move. Let's grab people. So here we have a 2, a 7, and a 10. I don't have any of those, actually.
Mm.
Well, we know we want the 10.
You're gonna need 7s pretty soon too. The third festival has 7s.
Yeah, I'm more worried about the 2 because there are 2 festivals that have a 2 in them.
That's true.
And there are more 7s on the table than there are 2s right now. I think I will be able to get a 7 later. I'm not certain about the 2. So we got just a whole mess of people over here. And then we're going to train a level of Mix. So to be clear, what Mix does is it lets you mix Castellers of different levels into the same level of the pyramid as long as they have the same physical size. So you can see here like 10s and 9s are the same size. 1s and 2s are the same size. It's always an even number and the odd number right below it are the same height. So you can see over here, Alise has 7s and 8s are the same height.
Mm-hmm.
And then the question is, do I want a special? So I can, to use a special action, I have to pay one of my special tokens, and then I can take one Casteller from the current region, or I can move a second time, or I can put on a local performance in the region. Putting on a local performance means matching one of the 2 performance tiles in the region you're currently in. So in my case, here in Terrassa, I would have to build a level 5 pyramid that displays 2 levels of mix and 1 level of base, or a 7 level pyramid that displays a level of strength, a level of mix, and 3 levels of base. Neither one of those is even remotely possible in my current position. And you can see there's another type of performance tile too that's just make this exact shape. Those ones are generally worth fewer points, but also some of these are really hard.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
So I'm just gonna pass. I did recruit, train, and move. I'm good.
Okay. So I'm in Vols still, and I would like to train in balance.
Train a level of balance.
Yep. So I'm gonna do that before I go anywhere.
Seems reasonable. Balance is very good.
Yes. Then I'm gonna use a special action.
Okay.
I put my token here in Vales. And I would like to use that to recruit this Casteller.
Okay. Get a little bit of extra recruitment.
Yeah.
And then what?
Then I'm going to move to Villafranca.
Okay.
And then I'm going to recruit the 7 and the 4. And I think that's my whole turn.
Yep, that was a whole turn. Here is your melon, marking you as the first player. And as we move into round 3, increment the wheel here. Round 3 has the new guys marker, so we just fill up all of the empty slots.
Ah!
Take that.
That was rude.
Board games just bring out the aggression in me.
I guess so.
It's all the raw adrenaline. Thank you. It's all the raw adrenaline of
Jeez.
strategic board game play. I can't handle it.
Jeez. Okay.
All right, so this is the last turn without a festival.
Yeah.
And to be clear, you don't have to participate in each festival. They are worth points, but they're not worth a huge number of points. You just need to make sure that you have participated in some festivals by the end of the game.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of... Sometimes you're just on the other side of the board, and it's not practical, you know?
Yeah, you can move up to twice in a turn with a special action, so you can get almost anywhere from almost anywhere, but not literally anywhere. No. Like, if there was a festival in Matara one turn and a festival in Vols the next, you'd have to pick.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. I am in Villafranca.
You are in Villafranca currently.
Balance as our ability that we can train.
Or you could train the all regions ability, which is balance.
Which is balance. Okay, so the first thing I am going to do is check out what's going to be happening soon. Okay. I'm going to recruit
do that. Okay.
These two guys. A 5 and a 6.
All right.
Then I am going to move to Tarragona. That's maybe how you say it.
Probably.
And then I'm going to train Mix.
Okay.
Got a little of everything. Not everything, but you know.
Yeah, no, you're right. Extremely not everything.
And then I'm going to end my turn.
All right. I am thinking about local performances. At some point here, I'm going to want to do some local performances. I got to try to make sure that we have the skills necessary to make that sort of thing happen. So, I think this turn, we're going to recruit right here. I could use another 8, and a 7 has been dealt into my region. Grab the 7 and the 8. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. And then we're going to move to Villafranca. And then we're going to train balance. Because this is the turn and the place to do that thing. You know, yeah, I think I need it, but I'm looking at like the local performances in Vols, since I know I'm going to want to be there next turn anyway, and thinking, man, these are hard to get with the skills that I currently have available to me. Right now, we both have 0 points, so I'm just thinking, wouldn't it be cool if one of us scored some points?
I mean, I think it takes a little while to get to a point where you can achieve those. They're difficult.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to be easy.
I certainly can't make either of these shapes with my current set of skills.
This one is crazy. Wow.
Yeah, this one's going to require a couple levels of balance.
And this one. And
so
this
I
one.
need to... I'm thinking ahead here. Trying to figure out how best to use my special tokens. Because there's no value in just holding them. You don't get anything for special tokens that weren't played. Once you have played a special token out onto the field, it does become a scoring objective, though. If either one of us were to claim this, it wouldn't go back into our stack of special tokens to use for actions. It would go down into our scoring area and be worth a point. Potentially quite a bit more than a point, depending on some factors that we have not yet bothered to elucidate. So, I'm debating whether I want to burn a special action token here and maybe just like grab another Casteller, because it's turn 3. If I use one now, I'll have one for all but one of the remaining turns, right? I'm wondering if this is the time to start using them.
Perhaps.
I'm going to hold off. I'm just going to end my turn.
Okay.
All right, so that is the end of round 3. It has been a very exciting game so far, Alise. Round 4 is upon us. Stop hogging the melon.
Aww.
All right. So, I'm first here. I know I want to go to Vols and compete in the festival because I want points. I really like points. The training in Vols is width. The training in Villafranca, where I am now, is the ability to use a special, and the all regions training is strength. I'm going to grab a point of strength with my train. By the way, we're playing the game in basically easy mode. There's on the other side of the dial, this is a no regions train instead.
I didn't even know about that.
So skills are a little... You can set the game for skills to be a little bit scarcer, a little harder to acquire. And then I'm going to do like the really obvious thing. We're going to move to Vols, and then I should probably just take everything here, right? Just recruit, and then special token recruit, because at this point I really should use one every turn.
Ooh, tempting.
I think that was right.
Probably. I'm going to try to recruit a lot too, more than...
I will say that I think part of the problem you had in the last game or two was just not having enough stuff.
Yeah.
Not having enough people.
Yeah, I agree. Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. So, I am in Tarragona. I also want strength. So, I'm going to train
See how it is. You are just in exactly the same position I'm in.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
It's not weird.
I'm going to...
We all see what you're doing.
Quiet. I'm going to recruit these guys.
All right.
And then I'm going to recruit the 3 with a token. Oh,
okay.
Just one token?
Yep, that's one.
Where am I again? Tarragona. And then I am going to move to Vols.
All right. So we've reached the end of a round in which there is a festival. So all players in the region have the option of participating in the festival. The way festival scoring works is that if there are 3 or more participants in the festival, whoever builds the highest value tower will get a 5-point token. Whoever builds the second highest will get 3. Whoever builds the worst will get 1. If there are only 2 participants, nobody can get a gold. If there's only 1 participant, nobody can even get a blue. So, if I think that Alise is going to score more points in the Vols Festival than I am, I could choose not to participate and thus lower her maximum prize by a little bit. Mm-hmm. But to be clear, I do think that that's the situation we're in now because you have more 8s than I do. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to participate anyway, even though I'm pretty sure that by doing so, I'm giving you a couple extra points because it's important to earn rewards in as many regions as possible, because at the end of the game, you get a point bonus based on the number of regions you did stuff in. So I think it is well worth giving you the extra points here involved. So let's do it, Alise. Okay. The rules for the festival are: you must build a tower containing at least one of each depicted size, and your tower must be at least height 4. Once everybody has built their towers, committed a legal tower, you get 1 point for each level of height in your tower, plus 1 point for each person who is one of the depicted sizes. And then whoever has the most points gets, obviously, the highest scoring reward. Also, whoever has the largest number of people of a size in their people of one of the sought sizes in their tower gets to keep the size token. And the size token itself is worth points at the end of the game as well.
Yep.
So this is going to be pretty good for you.
I think I'm good.
So we just got to get to 4 tiers of height. Well, I'm going to use my base skill to set up a row of infinite width here at the bottom. I guess I didn't actually go over the skills in great detail here. One level may have an unlimited number of Castellers. Alright, so we got some base. Then we're going to put up a level of 8s. But I want this level to be 3 people wide, so we're going to use our 1 level of mix to make this a combined level of 8s and 7s. Then above it we shall place a 6. And then above that a single 2. And then above that a single 1, using our balance skill to allow us to place a row of the same size on top of a row. And I am not here using our strength skill, but it wasn't necessary. It wouldn't have helped us. Yeah, what? Hey, don't look at my tower and start getting ideas. You build your own garbage tower over here.
Can I make it taller if I take...
So you have a base row down here, using the base skill, followed by a use of balance to build two three high rows. Oh yes, and you've used mix as well. Okay, well, these are both totally legal towers. So let's score them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points for me, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points for you. So we update the scoring chart here. Now it's worth noting that your score during the game is just the value of the best festival tower you've ever created. You don't add each of your new festival towers.
Yep.
So that's part of the reason that it's not necessarily important to compete in every festival. So your score of 8 beats my score of 7. I get the crummy 1-point token placed on the Vols part of my scoring board. You get a better token. And then for the size token, you have 3/8 to my 2, so you get that as well.
Thank you.
Okay, that's a festival. That's an entire festival, right? There's nothing else.
Nope, that's it.
Yep, nothing else to do here. So that's the end of the round. It's time for a new round. A new round in which there will be Castellers placed. And also I will put the thing on the round track correctly. Get on there. There we go. You are first. The board has been incremented. And new Castellers are dealt out.
Wow, they're going all over the place.
Yeah, they're doing that?
Yep.
You have no fault here?
Did I grab an extra one? Nope.
We're good.
Okay.
All right. Well, I gotta say, Alise, this is going all right for you so far.
Yeah, so far so good.
The festival in Barcelona is not actually reachable by either of us this turn, so we're gonna have to take a little break from all of this festival competition.
And it's unfortunate because I would do really well in that one.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was I was thinking about skipping Vols, and I wouldn't normally tell my opponent this. There is going to be another festival in Barcelona later in the game, I've noticed, so I'll have an opportunity to win a medal of some kind in Barcelona, and I really do want to make sure I do as well on this as possible.
Mm-hmm.
It's a, like 10 or 14 points is not an inconsiderable amount. We've seen the winner scores be in like the 60s and 70s, so
yeah,
this is a fair percentage of an overall score. It's something you do have to think about. Well, Alise, you are first. What's up?
Okay. I am going to Tarragona.
Okay. You sure do love it there.
I love it here. The weather is fine. I'm going to recruit these 2 7s.
I love it here. The weather is acceptable.
It's amazing. It's so great.
Okay.
And then here I can practice, which means I can...
yes, you can train up a level of a skill you already have at least one level
exactly. Now I gotta remember which one is the one I wanted.
Did you have a plan?
Yeah, I did. I think it could be one of several. I think that would be acceptable. Wait. I'm looking at the
local performances?
Yeah. Oh, I could probably do this. Maybe. If I get width. But I don't have any width. Width is all regions. I could do width, and then I could
width
do...
is the skill you can train in any region this turn.
Ooh, I should do that. I think I'm going to do that instead. I'm going to train width.
All right. You've done that.
And then I think I'm going to... Let's see if I can do this.
You're going to put on a local performance?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm bummed out that you saw that, because if you didn't see it, that's what I was going to do. So you must build a tower of at least height 4, utilizing both the strength and width skills in order to succeed at this local performance. Do not put your token down yet.
Okay.
Hold on, you.
Strength and width.
Yeah, you. If you succeed at the local performance, you put your token down after doing so, and that's important because succeeding at the local performance means you take all of the special tiles in the region and put them onto your map for scoring. So this should be pretty easy for you, I would think.
Yeah, this should be pretty easy.
So the width skill that Alise just picked up allows her entire tower, just the maximum width for her tower is now 4 instead of 3.
So this counts even though I have base.
Well, yeah, you could say this is because of width.
Yeah.
You are allowed to have a level of infinite width. You are not required to have a level of infinite width.
And how tall does it have to be? I already forgot.
It has to be at least the number of points depicted on the thing, which in this case is 4.
Okay.
So yeah, I think this should be fairly easy for you. But you're acting like it's not.
Sorry, I'm just, there's a level of balance.
Okay.
And for strength, I'm going to do this.
Yep, so use a point of strength to allow your level of 7s to support another level of 7s.
These aren't the same set.
Those are, you have a 7. Why don't you just put the 7 in that row?
Okay. I think that's the best I can do.
Well, I mean, you don't need... it just needs to be 4 tall.
Yeah.
And demonstrate strength, which it has, and width, which it has. So, you've done it.
Hurrah!
You got the token. You get over here in your scoring area. And you get to take the special tokens that are in the region currently, move them over to your map, and then, now that you have done that, you pay a special token for the privilege of having done that. So, at the end of the game, she will now get... Tarragona is now a region in which she has a token, so that's it's pretty good value. It's pretty good value, which is why I was hoping to be able to do that thing.
I was paying attention.
You were paying attention. I'm caught off guard, but that never happens.
I have to do better.
Who could have predicted this? So that changes my stuff up a little bit. We're in pretty good position to compete in the competition that's going to happen in Villafranca next turn. So we have to decide how much we value doing that. It is a competition that cares about size 7 and size 4 Castellers, which is to say that Alise is massively advantaged in it. Like, hugely so. I have a couple of 7s, and I have no 4s currently, although there is a 4 in Villafranca right now.
I left you a 4.
So we could fix that.
I thought about going over there and grabbing it, but it seemed like a spite move that wasn't good for me, and it would just be a mean thing to do for no reason.
Yeah, I don't mind if you do things spiteful or that are mean, but if you did it for no reason, I'd be upset. So look at all the points that were available over here. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely put me in a position here. So I think what I'm going to do this turn is be sad.
Oh.
Oh, you don't care.
I do. That's not good. I don't want you to be sad.
Let's see. So this exhibition will be tough to do. Unfortunately, we can't get a second level of base right now because you can only train in base there. I could use practice to get a second level of base. We could, like, move to Tarragona, practice base, special token to move back and take some stuff, and then next turn, special token here in Vols to get the local performance done. But that is of somewhat limited value. For one thing, we already have, like, it's good to get tokens. The tokens are worth 1 point each, and there are 2 tokens here in Vols already, so that's cool. But we do already have a thing in Vols. I don't need this as a scoring region, so I'm debating just moving to Villafranca and trying to make one of these work. I mean, I'm going to get a token in Villafranca as well, and it's going to be less valuable because I won't get any special tokens out of it. It's just awkward. It's just an awkward set of things here. I definitely cannot just come down to Tarragona and do the other local performance. This is not quite something I have access to currently. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. It feels a little strange, but I'm going to do that. So I'm going to move here, train, practice to get me a level of base.
Okay.
And then I'm going to special token here to move back. And then I'm here going to recruit. And I'm debating how much I care about the Villafranca thing at all. I'm going to go first next turn, so I will get to recruit the 4 if I want. There isn't going to be another competition in Villafranca, so if I don't get this now, I might not get a token there at all. And that would be silly. Yeah, all right. I'm recruiting 6s, I guess. 6s are part of a couple of competitions. I'll just recruit both of the 6s from this location. And that is all of my actions for the turn.
Okay.
So I will grab the melon. I will advance this thing. I will advance this thing. And then it's time for my turn again. Hey, Alise, it's already time for my turn again.
Wow.
I'm going to do a local performance here. I think I can do this. I believe I have this. So, 2 levels of base, a level of mix, and a level of strength. Let's figure it out. And it has to be at least 6 tall, but I think I have 6 tall. So, I'm going to start with this. Okay, this is my base. So here's a level of base, here's a level of base, here's my mix.
Okay.
Then we have to get a level of strength in here somewhere, which I can definitely do. Oh, wait. Shoot. I might be a skill point short here. What are the current skills? I could train another level of balance before. Hey, Alise.
Yep.
I'm going to train before taking this special action.
Okay.
Train myself a level of balance. And that way I can do this, right? I think this is legal. So,
yeah.
2 levels of base, 2 regions of 2 lines of infinite width. Using my 1 level of mix here, 2 levels of balance, and 1 level of strength to allow this level 2 to support another level 2.
Mm-hmm.
Satisfies this. Thing is 6 tall, so there we go.
Very
I get
nice.
that, which will
Well
be
done.
worth 6 points at the end of the game. I also get both of these special tokens in this region. I have to pay a special token, but I got 7 points by doing so. I think that was pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
So that was train and then special. Then I move, and then I recruit this 4 and 4 at this point looks like it's going to be the top of my tower. So I'm not sure. I could take a 5 or I could take an 8. What do you think, Alise? What do you want?
I don't know.
You actually have quite a few 8s.
I do.
5. I'll take the 5.
Okay.
Alright, I think that was a good turn. Hey, Alise, it's on you.
Yeah. Trying to figure out what I was gonna do. I don't know. I could train balance. Balance.
It is fun to train balance. Balance is just the best skill. There's
Yeah.
a reason that it's on the wheel twice, and that it also never appears as a criterion of local performances, because you just need 1,000,000 levels of it no matter what.
Yeah, balance is very good. So I had some ideas of what I was gonna do. Now, I'm not so sure. Okay.
Well, listen. If the strain of competing 2 turns in a row would be too much for you, I could understand if you wanted to just go to Mataro and leave this one alone. I might even recommend it, really, as a strategy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't want your, it's a strenuous profession. I don't want you to pull anything. We're all friends here.
Okay. I think... Oh... I don't think...
I didn't believe that for a second. I knew it.
Okay. I'm going to move to Villanova.
Okay. Seems reasonable. We have already devastated the Casteller population in the other 3 regions over here.
I'm going to train in width.
Okay. Train a level of width here in Villanova. So now the maximum width for her tower is 5. Width is powerful. I think that in general, width is better than base. Maybe that's... it's not based on a huge number of games. But this game, there are a lot of local things that care about having levels of base, which is why I went for that first.
I'm going to recruit these 2 Castellers.
Okay, a 9 and a 6.
9 and a 6. And then... Am I missing anything? Can I do any of these? No.
Well, if you're planning to go to
I gotta go to the
Villafranca-
festival.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna spend my token to go... Oh, not all of them.
No, that is just 1.
Was it? No.
Yep. See how it's just 1? The problem is the tokens have a weird... Sometimes stacks of things don't sit evenly on tables in Tabletop Simulator. It is a known issue.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Villafranca
Okay.
to join you for the festival.
Gee, I'm so glad.
I thought you would want me here.
Alright, listen.
Yeah? I'm your...
Oh yeah, you'll pay. So that's that. It is festival time. So this is a festival of 7s and 4s. You must build a tower that contains at least a 7 and at least a 4, and has at least height 4. So let's talk about getting this 4 into the tower. Now, the tower that we built already basically still just works, right? We can just do that. That is a That is a legal and scoring tower. But can we do a little better? I'm not currently using my level of strength. Unfortunately, we only have one level of mix. So we kind of need to use our level of mix here to make a nice wide base for this level. We could balance here, and that would let me... No, that doesn't let me do anything. Yeah, unfortunately, we just have kind of an awkward set of Castellers for the abilities we have here. I need more people of a couple of these sizes. But, like, this is fine. We're not actually putting our level of strength to use. But putting our level of strength to use doesn't get us any additional height, I don't think. So we're working our 2 levels of balance. Could we add another row? Like, we could break these guys in 2, right? But there's not really a way for me to get another 3. Yeah, the problem is I need more 8s or 7s or 10s or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think this is the best we can actually do. So that it doesn't actually help us to do this. We'll keep both of our levels of balance here in the very, very top of the tower. Yeah, I think that's it for me. That's not a very good score.
Alright, I'm good too.
Alright, so I have 6 levels, and then 1, 2, 3 of the featured sizes, so that is a 9-point tower for me. You have 5 levels with 7 of the featured sizes.
Ones.
So a 12-point tower for you. Well, you know what? 9 is a new high score for me. So that's good.
It's good to keep going up, you know.
Alright, I got a crappy token. Hooray!
Where are we? We're in Villanova.
Yeah, we are in Villanova. And unfortunately, the 7 and 4 size tokens go to you. Alise, I think you are well positioned to win this game.
I mean, I could lose it at any moment. That's just how I play. I could just royally screw up at any time now.
That's just how I play, she says, like it's a strategy. Alright. No, you're doing well so far.
Thank you.
Alright, new round. You become first player. We are dealing out some new Castellers here. Oh, I should also increment this before I forget. Now, I do think that size-wise, I'm a little bit better positioned for some of these later festivals.
Yeah, I need to...
Including the one that's occurring in Motaro this turn. 3s and 6s. I am all good on 6s. Actually, you have the same number of 3s as I do, and only one fewer 6. Well, crap.
Okay.
You're up first.
Motaro's pretty far away.
Motaro is pretty far away. You're definitely going to have to use your special to get there.
There's another festival there at the end.
There is. So you could skip this festival and still be able to score something in Motaro.
Someone's outside calling to an animal and it's really distracting. I kind of wanted to see if I could do this.
Trying to do a local performance in Villafranca.
Yeah.
So that would require a base, a width, and a balance, which you have. Yeah, I bet you can put that together.
Oh wait,
good.
but
Everybody's being as loud as possible.
Yeah, that's not great. Oh, okay.
Living in apartment buildings.
Yeah, there's not much we can do about that. Sounds like one of our neighbor's dogs got out. Or got loose.
So you're doing it?
I'm going to try, yeah, let's see.
Okay.
So I have to start with this. Yeah, thank you. That will help.
Yep, so you have to build exactly that shape. It doesn't matter how you do it, just make that shape.
So I need to have 6 on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So yeah, you don't have 6 of anything, so you're gonna have to use your level of mix to make the bottom row happen.
But then I'm not gonna be able to make the next row.
Oh, that's true. You need the 7s to be your row of 4, or you need to have a second point of mix.
Yeah.
Well, you're in Villafranca right now. So the Villafranca train is practice. You could train and then do this. Just get yourself a second level of mix or something.
Yeah.
I say or something. I think a second level of mix actually is the thing it has to be, right?
Yeah, if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. And then I need 4, which would be here.
Yeah.
2.
Actually, you don't really have a lot of low-numbered people.
No, yeah, it's not going to work.
And you don't have enough 9s and 10s to make the row even with mix. Well...
I don't think I'm going to be able to pull it off here.
Yeah, you might actually not be able to do this one.
Actually, if I get another 7 or an 8, maybe 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I would have 6 7s.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't solve the problem. Oh, if you recruited both the 7 and the 8, though.
Yeah,
that would
because I have strength, so I
that
can
would
put
give
the
you
8s on
10
top.
people of this height, which means you can make the 6 and the 4 out of that.
And then I could place 2. I would need more mix for that.
You would have to have a second level of mix, yeah, because you're...
2.
Well...
Oh, no, 2, 2,
No, because you could do...
yeah, I see
this as the 2-2-1, right?
Yeah. Okay, let's do it then. So I'm gonna recruit.
Get the 7 and the 8.
Yeah. I don't know if this is worth it, because I have a lot of 7s and 8s, but...
Well, I'll tell you what. I am certainly not playing cutthroat over here. Just like, hey, Alise, here's how I think I could help.
I'm figuring out on my own. You can just be quiet if you want. I'll figure it out.
Okay, so are you training before doing this?
Oh yeah, I need to train a level of...
At this point, practice is any skill you want, because you actually have all 5, so...
I need mix, right? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think you actually need strength. You'd have 2 points
Can I
of
just
strength.
figure out what I need?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, are you saying, hey, SB, don't help? Or were you saying, hey, let me look at this and then...
I need to look at this for a second.
All right.
Hold on. So 4, 2, 2, 1. So really, I don't need anything to complete it.
Well, the way this tower is constructed currently actually requires 3 points of strength.
Does it?
Yeah, you have 8s on top of 7s.
Oh, I
which
do.
is 2 points of strength right there. And then, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So you have to train strength before you can do that.
Okay, I will do that. Okay.
Well, all right then. So there are no special tokens in Villafranca for you to take. But you do get this, and then you got to put one of your special tokens down in Villafranca. And then you have used special and train and recruit. So would you like to move still?
Probably I should move somewhere. So the next one is going to be Barcelona.
Yeah. So to be clear, a point of strength allows you to increase by 1 the size of Castellers that a level can support. A single point of strength will allow a row to support the same size of person on top of it. But if you have multiple points of strength, you can actually do stuff like this, where you can put 8s on top of 7s. And
Maybe I should have thought more about my turn before I did all that, because the festival on turn 8 requires 2s and 1s, and I don't have either of those.
Oh, that's true.
I am not at all prepared.
Aha! All of a sudden I have an entry back into the game.
You do. See, I told you I could screw it up at any moment.
This was my plan the whole time. I was helping you. Helping you forget.
So if I were to move here, I wouldn't be able to make it back to Barcelona.
No, you definitely... You can move to Tarragona and still be able to make it by using your special next turn for movement.
Still can't do that, then I won't.
But yeah, that doesn't... it doesn't actually solve the problem.
Maybe I just can't do Barcelona.
Yeah, it looks like you're just out of that festival.
That stinks. I should probably pay more attention to that stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go to Vals.
Okay. Alright, and then it is my turn. And for my turn, I'm gonna think about training, actually, before I move anywhere. So Villafranca is practice. There is a local exhibition, which is 3 points of base. So I could pick up a 3rd point of base here with practice. And I mean, it's in Terrassa, which is a place that I intend to go at some point in the game. Like, there's a festival there during the final turn. Alright, I think I'm going to spend my training in Villafranca on practice to move base up to level 3. I don't actually currently get a lot of benefit out of that. I need way more people before I will benefit from that, but I want to do that now so that I don't have to worry about it later. Then we're going to move to Terrassa and do a little bit of recruitment. It looks to me like 6 and 8 are probably the way to go on that. Yeah, definitely. I'll take the 6 and the 8. And then I am going to use my special, expend a special token here in Terrassa to move to the site of the festival.
Okay.
I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I do not know how the diacritical mark over the O changes the pronunciation of that O.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Alright, so now there is a festival in this region. Mataro, I don't know. And I am all by myself, which means I will definitely win, although it will not be a big win, as long as I can provide any tower at all. But let's see exactly how many points we can get out of this tower.
I'm going to try to figure out how to pronounce it while you do that.
Okay, that seems like a fine thing for you to do. So, it is a festival of 3s and 6s. We want to try to use all of our 6s if we can, and we must use our 3. Let's figure out how this works. So, we could do this thing, right? We could utilize our point of strength this way, and thus allow us to cram all of those guys into the tower. And, like, this is legal, right? I have 2 levels of balance. We could do that thing.
There you go. Mataro.
Okay. We have a bunch of levels of base, and we're only using 2. But I don't know that there's actually a benefit in trying to use our 3rd one. I'm looking at this tower and thinking, like, it still is the case that each row has to have fewer people than the row below it, unless you are willing to utilize one of your points of balance for the row. We're currently getting an easy height out of each of our points of balance anyway. We could get our bottom row all the way up to 6 people, but in order to do that, we'd have to spend our point of mix here, which compromises our ability to have a 4. I think this is probably actually it, right?
Let's see what you got.
And this is a pretty good tower. I don't feel bad about this at all.
It's nice.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 height plus 6 people of the requested sizes means that our high festival score is now 13.
Oh no!
We win this festival, but it is only a 1-person festival, so there's not a lot of honor in that exactly. But I do get both the size tokens, which is pretty good.
Yeah, see, I've just given up the game, I think. Because I didn't plan ahead.
You definitely are in a rough spot now with this thing happening.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's it for the festival. So, let's move to the next round. We're entering round 8. This is not a terribly long game.
Mm-mm.
I think that's probably good. By the end of the 10th round, you're already getting your skills to such a spot that you can basically build whatever you want using all of your Castellers. So.
Yeah, it seems like you kind of snowball, and then at a certain point, yeah, you're good to go.
So the festival in Barcelona this turn is a festival of 2s and 1s, and that is a thing that we can compete in. We already have 2s and 1s.
And Alise cannot. So this is we're going to have a pretty easy turn here. Hey, Alise. Yeah.
No, it's not. Give me that. Give me that. This is not a new recruitment turn. This is my turn to go first. So, we could do a local performance in Mataro or Barcelona. Could, don't have to. What I'm thinking is that if we go to Barcelona and use our special token to, recruit a 3rd guy, then we can, before leaving Barcelona next turn... Oh, the festival's all the way in Tarragona, though. So I would have to use my special token to move next turn. I was thinking I could special token here so that I can pick it up with the local performance on the next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Special will be the Terrassa training next turn. So that's awkward. I can't really take advantage of that. Yeah, we're just not... If we do a local performance this turn, we're not going to be able to pick back up the token that we used to do it. It's not the end of the world, but it's just a little bit of lost efficiency. So 2-1 this turn, then 2-5-8 in Tarragona next turn, and then Terrassa and Mataro have festivals after that where 3, 4, 5, 6, and 10 are valuable. I'm just trying to think of where I'm doing my recruitment this turn. I think it's in Barcelona. I think I move... Well, while we're in Mataro, real quick, is there a valuable deed here? There is a level 5 deed, or a 5-point deed that would require me to train a point of strength, which I don't... Strength is the Mataro training. We could totally do that. Or we could go to Barcelona and try to do one of theirs. I already have... No, I do not have width. Where's width? Width is trained in Tarragona. So actually, we can't do either of the local performances in Barcelona this turn. Alright, so let's just do a local performance in Mataro for the points. So... This one is out of my reach because I only have 2 ranks of balance right now. So I'm going to go ahead and train a point of strength here. And then we're going to perform. So I need a level 5 tower that uses 2 points of strength and a point of base. There, I did it.
Wow.
That was fairly easy.
Yeah.
Alright, gotta pay a special token into Mataro for that. And then I am going to move to Barcelona and recruit the 3 and the 10, I believe. 7s are no longer a value proposition. And having more 10s is good for me. If I pick up another level of... I guess having a 7 is valuable because that's where my my tower bottlenecks is at that 7-8 size. What I really need is another level of mix. This turn, mix is not actually available to me. Next turn, mix... Or this turn, I could have trained mix, but I had to train strength, right? Next turn, mix will be the Villanova train, which I can do on my way over to Tarragona if I decide to compete. So that, yeah, that'll be fine. I feel good about this. So that was special move, train, and recruit. So on you.
Okay. I am going to go to... No, I'm not. I'm going to recruit first.
Okay.
I want the 2 and the 3. Ooh.
You are able to get a 2 and a 3.
So that is what I want, correct? Yes.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Okay. I was trying to see if I could build certain... It takes me a little bit longer to figure out what I can build, so I'm over there just trying to see what I can do.
So you can see here, there are additional festivals when you play the game with more players. If you are playing the game with 4 players, the last 6 turns all have 2 festivals each, so people can spread around the board a little bit more. With 2 players, the only multi-festival turn is turn 10. I'm eager to try this with more people.
Yeah, I think it would be fun. Boy. Okay.
So what's up? You recruited.
Yeah, I did. I'm going to go to Villafranca.
Okay.
I'm going to train balance.
All right. Get you a 2nd level of balance.
Balance is very helpful.
Balance is real good.
How many tokens do I have left? Not very many. Wow, look at this thing.
Well, there's only 3 turns remaining, so...
Yeah.
This is enough tokens to do specials on all but one of the remaining turns.
I think I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to end my turn.
Okay.
Why do you say it like that?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, so then it is Barcelona Festival time. It is a festival of 1s and 2s, and I trained a level of strength here, but I guess it allows me to do that. 1 level of strength here, 1 level of strength here, but I think we want to just basically build the same tower, right? It is still the case that I can't make a level 4 without doing this thing. If I had been able to recruit another 8 or 2 more 7s instead of just 1, we could have added another level of height. But I think I can't do better than this. If I pick up another level of mix, it'll be a lot easier, because I'll be able to do 9s and 10s on the bottom. We can get the bottom wide and then still have stuff happen. So, I guess I'm good. This is a legal tower that is scoring all of my 1s and 2s.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 means I do not... This is not a new high score for me. So my previous high score of 13 remains. I did win the festival here in Barcelona, and I got the 1 and 2 size tokens, which is pretty good.
This is not going well for me.
No, you made a minor misstep there that may have been worth enough points.
I told you at any moment.
You did tell me. You warned me what your style was. Foolish me, I did not listen. Alright, and that's the end of that round. So we advanced this thing. You regain the melon, and at the beginning of the new round here, it is time for fresh Castellers.
Fresh and tasty.
So what do you think, Alise? What's your strategy for getting the victory from here? How do you win the game from this point?
I'm just gonna try to do better on the festivals if I can.
Do better, I guess, is a fine strategy. It's not very specific.
I'm just gonna try to get as many points as I can by doing local performances if I can. Which is, I can't really do them if I'm doing the festivals though, huh? I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be okay with these festivals.
Okay.
I can at least do them, which is good. I don't know. I'm just gonna do the best I can with what I have. We'll see if I can make it.
All right, well, go to. It is your turn right now to do the best you can with what you have and see if you can make it.
Shut up. Okay. I'm going to make sure I know what I'm doing here. 1, 2, 3. So what do I want to train? I'm in Villafranca, which is strength. I don't really want that. Base is all regions.
Base is all regions.
This festival is in Tarragona, which is balance. I think I want balance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to Villanova.
Okay.
I'm going to recruit these 2 gentlemen.
Interesting.
Then I'm going to use a special action to go to Tarragona. Okay. Which requires me to put this here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to train base. Or balance. Sorry.
Yep.
The one that I can train here. And
so you're up to level 3 balance.
And that's it, right? I did everything. Move, special, recruit. Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm going to recruit right here before I leave. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 are the things that will be valuable after this turn. But actually a 7 has some non-zero value for me. It's not totally ideal. Let's see. You are on 3 4s, 2 3s. Alright, I think I'm going to take the 3 and the 7, maybe? Although, I already have a token of size 3. It is best to try to accumulate as many different size tokens as possible. So there's something to be said for challenging you on the size 4 token. I could also try to figure out where you're going to go on turn 10 and try to go to the other festival, which would guarantee that I could get a size 4 token. Unfortunately, I move first on 10. Also, actually, if I come to Tarragona, I can't get back to Mataro anyway. So, like, I know you're going to Terrassa. So that's tricky. That's a problem. So you're at 3 4s, I'm at 1 4. There are no other 4s available. I could not get to a place where I can beat you on 4s. So I suppose I have the option of skipping this festival this turn to do the festival in Mataro again, which would guarantee that I get all 3 of these size tokens, 2 of which I don't yet have, right? I have a 1, 2, 3, 6. So 4 and 5 would be new for me. That said, if I can actually beat you in the Terrassa Festival, that's good points for me. So I would get one of these 3-point victory medals instead. And also, I don't currently have Terrassa as a scoring region. I don't have Tarragona either. So if I could get any value in the festival in Tarragona and Terrassa, that's a big deal for me. Villanova has a token down. I could just go to Villanova instead, thus maintaining my ability to get back to Mataro if I need to. And we could do a local performance here, and that would still allow me to go back to Terrassa and get the get scoring tokens in 6 of the 7 regions. No, I think I want to participate in the festival here. It's a festival of 258. I actually only have 1-5. So your number of 2s and 5s and 8s is pretty good. I'm not going to be able to beat you on 8s. I can beat you on 2s, and thus prevent you from getting the 2 token, which is worth some value. You have a lot of 8s.
I do.
I do not have as many.
So I got you on 5s and 8s. You got me on 2s.
Yeah. I could have probably... With the number of 8s on the table, I probably could have picked up enough 8s to make this work, but I was not thinking ahead enough. So I think I'm going to recruit here before I leave.
Hey, I need to get this guy in here.
I'm going to take the 4 and the 7, I think. Maybe the 3 and the 4, since the festival it looks like I'm going to is going to be a 3 and 4 festival next turn.
What if I do that?
There are no... Sorry about the slowness here. I'm just trying to figure this out.
I don't mind.
Maybe it's a 3 and... I take the 3 and the 7.
I mean, these are both the same tower.
Yeah.
You said yeah to me?
No. Then I move here. I train a level of mix, because I think mix is actually very valuable for me. And then I special token here to move to Tarragona. Alright, let's do this festival.
Okay.
So, 2s, 5s, and 8s. Things are a little bit different now for us. With an extra level of mix, we can do some different stuff. So I have 3 levels of base. So we now have the ability to do this thing with our 2 levels of mix, allowing us to make our 3rd level of base these guys. So we can get pretty tall now. 2, 5, 8. Unfortunately, the fact that I only have 1-5 is awkward. Man, I wish I had a 3rd level of mix, actually. It would be really cool. First of all, obviously, we should have all of our 8s in here. Then we want to go... The 5 is the same size as the 6s. So unfortunately, maybe the thing we have to do here is not... We have to use only 1 level of mix in the bottom 2 rows, because we need a level of mix for this row, unless we want this row to be 1 wide already, which I think we don't, because we can put a pair of 3s on top of it and then do this thing, as we often do. So the question then is, what is the best way to do this? We could just not use the mix here. That's probably the answer. Cut a 7 from this row, cut 2 of the 6s from this row, and do it like that. That's not terrible. So let's see, that's 2 levels of base, 2 levels of balance, 1 level of strength, 2 levels of mix, which is all stuff that we have. I could get another level of strength in here or another level of base if I can figure out how, but I don't have another level of balance to use. So in order for that to actually make the tower any taller, it would mean getting a level of 6 somewhere in here, because we're already going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So yeah, I think this is the best tower I can do.
Pretty good.
2, 5, 8. I'm using all of my 2s, all my 5s, and all my 8s. Yep, I think this is the best tower I have for this festival.
Okay.
So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points.
Pretty good.
What do you have?
So, let's see. Let me make sure I didn't cheat here. I got
2 levels of width
2
on
levels
display
of width.
here. A balance.
Balance.
2 more balances. You have your
Yep.
3 balances.
Yep. I got a mix here.
Yep, you got a mix.
I'm fine there. And I think that's all I'm using, right?
Yeah, that's all you're using.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 14, 15 points.
Okay.
So 13 for me is not even a new high score. 15 for you is... You get the blue medal here.
It's nice to be back in the festivals. It was not good for me to miss out.
And then the size tokens, I get the 2 and you get the 5 and the 8, right?
Yep.
You beat me quite handily on those. Okay.
Okay.
So that is the end of round 9. Round 10
Give you the melon.
begins. So here is a question that I have. I'm going to look in the rules real quickly here. I do love it when the mod developers put the rulebook actually in the mod. When you choose the special skill, you immediately take a special action. You do not place a special action token when taking a special action via the special skill. My question is, yeah, this is the train action. If you train to do special, you're doing the train action, not the special action, so you can still take a special action, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the special action is in our region right now. So I think what I do is train special to move. And then I'm going to use my actual special action to do a local performance somewhere.
Okay.
So the question is Villafranca or Terrassa a better way to do that? And it looks like the answer is Terrassa, if I can pull it off. I would need to actually show 3 levels of base, which might be tricky. And my tower would have to be 7 tall. So I get a recruit somewhere in here. Hold on, let me back up. I get a recruit somewhere in here, and that recruit has to make it so that I can do this. This is a lot of points if I can actually do it. This is part of the reason I was cool with dropping a special token in Terrassa earlier, was I thought I'd be able to come back and pick it back up. So, if I were going to try to make this happen, let me just have a quick look at my tower here. Now, we've shown that we can generate lots of 7s. I'm good at 7s. We don't have a train this turn, because I can't do this if I don't use my train for special. I do have 3 levels of base, and the mix and the strength. I just have to show them. So in order to make use of 3 levels of base, what I need is to do something like this. Right? So here's my 2 levels of mix.
Wow. That's a lot of guys.
It is a lot of guys. So that's 3 levels of base right there. Plus a mix. I have to get a strength in here, and it has to be level 7. So actually that's good, right? That does it. Level of strength, levels of mix, 3 base. Yep, that is good. So actually I don't have to recruit for this at all. I have a setup for this. If I don't have to use my 5s, my tower's a lot better. It's tremendously so, actually. Okay, so I'm going to train special, using it to move. Then here in Villafranca, I'm going to use my actual special action to move.
Okay.
I'm going to recruit before I leave, actually, and take the 3 and the 10. Then I use my actual special action to move. Oh, and then I can't local performance anyway. What am I braining?
I don't know.
Well, it's... Yeah, there's... Oh, no, this is my normal move. Right? I specialed to move out here, so my move takes me from Villafranca to Terrassa, and then I use my actual special action, not in Villafranca to move, but in Terrassa to do a local performance. So hold on, I gotta do my local performance first. Ta-da! Look at it. Look at how tall it is.
It's pretty tall.
Tall and wide and beautiful. Just like me.
Exactly.
So this will go down in Terrassa. This one's mine. Hooray. 6 regions, Alise. I got stuff in 6 regions this game.
Yeah.
That is better than I have done in the previous ones. And now it is on you. Take your final turn of the game.
Yeah. Man. So I have to... I want to find a local performance that I can do.
Okay.
But that means I have to be able to do it without training anything. Because
right,
I
yeah,
need to use the special for one of my moves.
You have to do basically the same thing I did. Can you make this thing happen in Tarragona? Because
No.
are there 3 tokens there? That would be really good.
I tried, but the problem is I don't have enough width and base, I believe, right? Because I'd have to have...
You only need 1 level of base to make this work. 1 level of width, rather. You need 3 levels of balance, which you have.
Wait, am I thinking of... No, I need more mix. That's what it was.
Oh, you don't have enough. Yeah, you don't have enough things that you have 4 of.
Yeah.
Well, you could...
But I could do practice and get mix. No, I have to use my special.
But you can recruit here in Tarragona before doing it.
Well, that is true.
You could pick up a 7...
Wait.
No, a 7 doesn't do it.
No.
You would need to be able to pick up a 6 or a 4, which you can't.
Yeah, so I can't do that. And then I could move... If I move
you can do the same thing I did. Yeah. This actually is probably doable, right? It requires 3 levels of balance and a level of base, which you have.
We can try it.
Because you have a bunch of... You have a lot of levels of 2s that you could make.
Let's move these guys out of the way.
I really like the building. Like, part of the reason I'm so eager to get over here and help you is because I just think building the towers is fun.
So the bottom... Could you drag that over here?
Yes.
Because I forget immediately.
The bottom is 7. So you're going to have to make that out of 8s and 7s.
Oh. Okay. I think I tried to make this one earlier.
When you create a level of mixed dudes, you get to treat it as though it is either of the sizes for the purpose of like building on top of it. So you could say this is a row of 8s and be able to build the 7s on top of it without having to expend a strength.
Okay.
Which I think is important because I think you're going to need your strength. So yeah, that only has to be 3.
And then we need...
Then you need to make 4 pairs, which you totally have, right?
6, 5, 4, 3? Yeah.
So this is a level of mix, a level of base, and then 3 levels, 1, 2, 3 levels of balance.
Which I have, yeah.
Which you totally have.
Okay. So, let's do that.
So you get to take the special token. So sorry, you train. Hold on.
Hold on, I might want to...
Yeah.
I'm looking at... Do I need to recruit anybody? I don't think there's anybody I can recruit that's helpful.
3, 4, 10. 10.
Yeah, 3, 4, 10.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what you need for your tower from a structural standpoint.
I don't either. Well, I think I'm fine to move first. So we'll move.
Okay.
Nope. I spend the...
So you used your train to move.
I used my train to move. And then...
Then you did special action in Villafranca. So you got this for performing the thing correctly. And then you put your token down.
Okay. Then I use my move.
Yep. To go to Terrassa, same as I did.
And then I'm going to grab... I think I'm going to grab the 5s.
Okay.
I don't know if I need them, but I'm kind of missing some structure at that part of my towers, so...
All right, then it is time for the final festival here in Terrassa, a festival of 3, 4, and 10.
3, 4, and 10.
So I can beat you on 3s, I cannot beat you on 4s, and I can at least tie you on 10s. If we tie, nobody gets the token. So let's try to figure this out. Who can make the best tower here? So we have this thing. Honestly, kind of not great. I don't know. I can leave that in the tower. So we could do this, but that's both of my levels of mix. That said, that's actually maybe fine. No, probably not. Because what we probably want to do is this, right? We want this thing to happen. So that's one of our levels of mix there. Which means that we would be stuck... We definitely want to use a level of mix for the bottom so that we can get the 10s in. So here we're stuck going only to 3 wide. Which does reduce the overall height of our tower quite a bit. Right, so we could do here, we could do our 2 levels of balance right here. Let's do it like that. The festival is 3, 4, 10. Well, this is all of our 3s and 4s and 10s. Not very impressive, though. Just in terms of height. What else could we do? I have 2 points... Oh, you know what? I have 2 points of strength that we're not actually using. Maybe we can use those to put the level of 4s above the level of 3s. So if we took our mixes back and put them like this, do this thing again. So that's 3 levels of base. I guess this isn't actually better. So that would be a point of strength, which we can't use if we're going to put our 4s above. Well, actually, we can do this, though. Right? So that's 3 levels of base, 3 levels that are wider than my normal width restriction of 3. Then 2 points of strength, allowing us to put a 4 on top of a 3. Then we can put the 3 back on top of the 4. Naturally, that's just the rules. That's just you're allowed to do that. This is 2 levels of balance. We're using both of our levels of mix to establish the super wide base. I think that's actually the tower. I think that's better. That's 1 extra height while still getting in all of our scoring dudes. So yeah, I think this is my tower. I'm committed. Are you good?
I think I'm good, yeah.
That is tall.
I keep looking at it, making sure it's right. I don't think I missed anything.
I see 1 level of mix, 3 levels of balance, and that's actually it?
Yeah.
Okay. And of course...
Oh, and width and base.
Yeah, 2 levels of width are being practiced here.
So I think I'm good.
That seems pretty
good.
It
kind of looks like the Empire State Building.
Yeah, alright, I see that. So I have
Yours
1,
looks
2,
like a dangerous
3...
building.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points.
Okay.
Which is a new high score for me.
Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Also a new high score for you.
Yay!
Okay, so you get the big medal, I get the small medal. And then on the size tokens, I get the 3 with my 4 3s. You get the 4 with your 3 4s. Mm-hmm. And neither one of us gets the 10 because we tied.
I believe I already have a 4.
Well, it's still worth a point.
Great.
I already had a 3.
Me missing those festivals was bad, I think.
It was not great.
Yeah.
All right, and that's the end of the game. So, time for final scoring.
All right.
The game ends after 10 rounds. The first part of your score is your current score on the tower track, whatever your best festival score was. So you have an advantage right now.
1 point. Woohoo!
Then we score for the number of different regions where the player has earned prizes, size tokens, or special action tokens. So for me, that is 6, and 6 regions translates to another 10 points. For you, it is 4, which translates to 5 points.
Ugh.
So I go up to 25, and you go to 21. All right, now you want to pull all your tokens off your map there and separate them out, because this is the part where we actually score what they are.
Beat you to it.
So each unique size token is worth 2 points, and each non-unique size token is worth 1. Or rather, the first token of each size, I guess is a better way to express that, is worth 2. And tokens of that size beyond the first are only worth 1. So I think that's all my size tokens, right? I have a bunch of these. I'm a little worried about this part, because you got a lot of blue metal finishes.
I do.
I think you also ended up with more special tokens than I did.
No, I only have 2.
Oh. Well, okay then.
So you have a lot of medals because you.
I have 2 more medals than you do, and each of my medals is worth a third of the points of your medals. You're fine. This is a little scary. It's a little closer than I would like. Okay, so first of all, VP per prize earned. I have 6 points of prizes. You have 12. So that is 32 for you and 31 for me.
Mm.
Then 2 VP for unique size token and 1 VP for duplicate size token thereafter. They mean the first of each type, not unique. So we actually got the same score on this part.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Did we tie?
We tied. So this is 8, 9, 10 for both of us.
Oh, but I think I win tie breaks.
Let's hope not.
I think I do. Because I think it's whoever had the highest tower score. I might be misremembering that, but...
It says ties share victory at the bottom here.
No!
Oh, wait.
No.
Local performance tiles are totally worth points. So I have 6, 11, 18 points.
I think you beat me with that. Yeah,
we totally both forgot about those.
Oh man!
Even though we both spent a ton of resources getting them, and you have 12 points. Here?
Holy cow!
You're right behind me.
Oh man, I lost.
And then 1 VP for each special action token, which is 3 for me and 2 for you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a close game at least.
Man.
So yeah, that's Castell.
Yep.
Get the thing back over here so we can show the logo again. That's Castell. I think this game is super cool. There's a lot of neat things going on here.
It's cool. Yeah, it's unique. It's not like a lot of the other games we play. Like the having to build in a physical space is fun.
Yeah, I like any game that has physical building components.
Yeah, it really does test your brain in that, like, it's getting easier because this was the third game we played, but it's kind of hard to, like, remember all of the special abilities you need to have and, you know, trying to figure out how to make the best tower of people. Like, it works your brain a little bit because, at least for me, I don't know. I have to remember, like, okay, I used one mix. How many do I have? You know, like, I don't know. It's a good brain exercise.
Yeah, I agree. And I think I like how much you have to think ahead. Mm-hmm. Not just with the trying to make sure you're meeting the festival sizes, but like looking at the festival sizes and going, okay, if I'm going to try to do this, maximize my number of 10s, I need to make sure I have 5 6s, right? Yeah. Because I need to be able to make this belt part of my tower work. And there's a lot of good thinking ahead, a lot of planning ahead, a lot of opportunity to get in your opponent's way and take the tiles they need and generally make it unpleasant for them to do things. Watch where you think they're going to need to put their specials and set up to grab the special tokens off that space with the local performance later.
It's full of fun. Lots of good things.
I'm very eager to try this with more than 2 people.
Yeah, hopefully we can sometime soon. That would be great.
And if we do, we might just record it. We'll see.
We'll see if we can.
We'll see if everybody's into being recorded. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching.
Yes, thank you.
Come back next time in the near future. More board game stuff. There's going to be more board game stuff.
Yep.
And we'll see you then.
Bye.